Let's have a look at some business news now on the programme. Stephen Carroll, our business editor, is with us here on set. Stephen, you're starting with Facebook, aren't you, facing fresh concerns once again over data sharing?
Yeah, that's right. It's been revealed that Facebook is sharing user data with 4 Chinese companies. They include the telecoms group Huawei, which has been flagged by American intelligence officials for its links to the Chinese government. The other companies involved are the PC maker Lenovo and the firms Oppo and TCL. Now, Facebook has these partnership agreements with 60 device makers worldwide, including the likes of Apple and BlackBerry. They share user data on religious and political views, as well as personal data from users who asked for it not to be shared with third parties. Facebook says these agreements do not breach users' privacy and that the information stayed on Huawei devices and was not stored on the company's servers. But Facebook has announced that it will now wind down its deal with Huawei by the end of this week. Next, Elon Musk has survived an attempt by shareholders to strip him of a key role at the electric car maker Tesla. The proposal that Mr. Musk would give up either his CEO or chairmanship title was defeated in a vote at the company's annual general meeting in California. During the event, the Tesla boss revealed that their next major factory would be built in China. Elon Musk also faced questions over the company's production delays for its Model 3 car. He says it's now quite likely that Tesla will finally meet its target of building 5,000 cars per week by the end of this month.
It's like, this is like, I'll tell you, the most excruciating, hellish several months I've maybe ever had. And a lot of other people at Tesla. But I think we're getting there.
And Mexico's trade spat with the United States could benefit European farmers. The Mexican government has slapped tariffs on imports of products including pork, steel and cheese from the United States in retaliation for the levies on its steel and aluminium that were imposed last week. Mexico's economy minister saying they'll be looking to Europe to make up the shortfall of pork imports. But fears over rising trade tensions sent the Mexican peso tumbling to its lowest level against the dollar in over a year. Peter O'Brien reports.
It's disputes with the United States that could benefit European farmers. Pork is just one of the American products Mexico has hit with import tariffs in retaliation against import duties on metals imposed on them last week by the Trump administration. The US supplies around 90% of Mexico's annual imports of pork legs and shoulders. After imposing a 20% levy on these goods, Mexico said they'd look to Europe to diversify.
We needed to look after our cold meat supply chain. In our publication with the National Agricultural Council, we talk about opening up our capacity because of the amount of demand for the rest of the year. That demand will surely be met with imports from Europe from some European countries.
To facilitate this, Mexico said it would allow 350,000 tons of pork to be imported duty-free from other countries, including from the EU. American farmers will be hard hit by the new tariffs, with lobby group Farmers for Free Trade warning of chaos.
These tariffs will exact immediate and painful consequences on many American farmers.
The future of the free trade agreement between Canada, Mexico and the US remains uncertain. The Trump administration has missed its deadline to conclude talks on the deal by the end of May, and both Mexico and Canada oppose Trump's desire to split the agreement into separate bilateral deals.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening in the markets for you next. We know that trade is a big issue for investors, but not too much impact at the open of the European markets today anyway. Investors really searching for inspiration in a lot of the early trades. Small gains across London, Paris and Frankfurt at the open. Things pretty calm in Asia earlier as well. There was a rally in technology shares on Wall Street on Tuesday that helped to boost shares in many parts of Asia and across the Pacific region as well. We're keeping an eye too on shares in Sydney. The S&P ASX 200 up 0.5%. That's after the country reported stronger than expected growth of 1% in the first quarter of this year. Now, US officials have asked 3 American airlines to ignore Chinese demands to refer to Taiwan as part of China. Beijing has ordered 36 foreign carriers to remove any language which implies the democratically ruled island, which is claimed by China, is independent. The Financial Times reporting that the US government told United, American Airlines and Delta not to comply with the request. Delta says it's reviewing the issue and is consulting with government officials. Well, finally from me, Instagram could be preparing to allow users to post longer videos on the photo sharing app. The Wall Street Journal says the Facebook-owned social network is looking at allowing videos of up to an hour versus the current limit of 1 minute. Instagram has 800 million monthly active users, and longer videos could open up more advertising opportunities. A move into long-form video, if it's confirmed, would come 2 years after Instagram launched its short video Stories, which has become one of the app's most popular features. But longer videos could mean a lot more time spent on Instagram.
Certainly could. It's quite a difference, isn't it? Up from 1 minute to 1 hour. Thank you very much, Stephen. Stephen Carroll with Business of France 24.